This is Hell Tower, the largest, most difficult parkour course ever constructed inside of Monkeblocks, full of grueling challenges that will make you understand its name, skips that are harder than what's being skipped, a speedrunner's nightmare. General, a nightmare to the average player. This course is like no other, as it has rules that must be followed, or failed. No pinch, vertical, elevator, or Lucio climbing, just a straight parkour to the top, with occasional drops that'll set you back to the beginning, which makes your goal of reaching the top hell. I'll give you the Share My Blocks code, but please watch the full video before playing it, because this took me 23 hours to make. Not the video, the parkour course, of course. The video still took some time, but well, whatever, I don't want to yap for two. This video will be divided into 3 sections. Firstly, the history behind the build, which you can safely skip. Secondly, the actual parkour course showcase. And finally, all the skips. With all that being said, let's get on with the history of Hell Tower. When I first started playing Gorilla Tag, I thought that was all there was to the game. Just a game where we're monkeys that play tag and yada yada yada. It was quite a difficult game, quite intense for such a new player like me, and honestly at some points I just felt like I needed a break, and then I came across Monkeblocks. Now with Monkeblocks I didn't really understand the concept at first, but it was a nice chill game mode to stay away from all the intense gameplay and stuff. So I decided to start building, and then I discovered the scan machine and I was like, oh, I can save my builds and come back to them later, that's pretty cool. So I did exactly that. I started on my very first parkour course. This was Hell Tower version 1. Now obviously, since I was quite new to Monkeblocks, it was absolute trash. It was horrible, there was like barely any difficulty to it. Since I was a new player to both Monkeblocks and the game, it was really easy. It wasn't really much of a Hell Tower, to say much. So I decided to just improve myself at the game faster. And then I started building it again. So after I had built some sort of little prototype, it was barely even like any blocks tool. It was just a small little project I decided to work on in my spare time. It was bad, it was horrible. The jumps were like so horribly balanced. Like, they were either extremely easy or like damn near impossible, and I was like, no, I can't do this. So I decided to start working on something else, started improving in Monkeblocks and at the game itself. Then I decided to just trash everything and begin with a new Hell Tower. This one was actually officially titled Hell Tower, the last one was just a parkour course I was making. I made the sign Goober's Hell Tower and then I started building. This one was actually pretty damn good. Like, since I was pretty good at the game, I decided to more of my level, and yeah, it still wasn't hard at all. Barely any of the things helped. I didn't use a single thing from the first version. I decided to completely fresh. And then I had finally finished the build. It took many hours. The second version of Hell Tower was complete. And then a glitch happened, which caused the entire save to corrupt. Couldn't load the build at all. It was very unfortunate, but I pushed through. I started all the way over again. I made a new Hell Tower, the one that we are about to show you, and oh my gosh, this one's so much better, trust me. I did use a few things from the second version on this one, like some parts near the end, but most of it is completely original. The second one was actually damn good. I'm really sad to lose it, but hey, at least it gave me an opportunity to work on something better. And that's pretty much the history. Now, let's get on with the actual parkour course. Now, the boring part you probably skipped is past. Let's actually do the parkour course. I've got the code on the screen right here, so if you want to play it for yourself, then do this. But please watch the video first, because this took me 23 hours, and I would really appreciate it, because it would support me so much. Anyways, let's do this. I think we're just going to get straight into it. Goober's Hell Tower. This is not going to be easy, especially since I'm a bit laggy because of the camera. So we're just going to go the intended route, or whatever you say, I don't really care. Just got to do some more jumps over here. There we go. Look at that. Lots of work and effort put into this. These aren't that hard. My lag makes it quite difficult though. It's also quite a large build, so there's going to be a lot of lag. Let's speed this up a little bit. Alright, so yeah, I forgot to mention all the sections have names up until now. From there, that was the beginning. This is the icy terrain. It's ice on terrain. I know I'm not very creative with the names, ever. As you can see, coming up here, you can see there's a wood block there. You might miss that, so luckily you're watching this. It's not too difficult. I mean, we are only on stage 1. There's 3 stages. I think I should mention that. You can see stage 3 up there. Yeah, it's quite a long way to go. So we've got our first jumping section here, so we just got to jump off. Might not make it because of the lag, but we'll see. Never mind, we made it perfectly. Now, we've got the maze. I'm sure you don't want to watch me do a whole entire boring maze, so I'll speed it up. I actually know another way, so we'll be lost together. And there we go, we actually made it out. Turns out I did know the way subconsciously, but that's alright. Next you'll see what that is, and when we reach the skip section, you just gotta do a few jumps over here. Nothing too crazy so far. Now we got our first sort of precise jump. If I cannot fall... Uh-oh. We're gonna back up, and we've fallen all the way. Okay, there we go. That's our jump. We've got some more wall jumps. That was the maze, by the way. That's what that part was called. And then we've got straight vertical. That's what this section's called, straight vertical. So as you can see, it's hit from there, out past the sides it goes literally straight upwards. This slope is quite high, so I'm just going to talk to you while I go up it. You can skip this part if you want, but I'm not going to be speedrunning this. I just want to do like a regular run, because I'm going to leave it up to you guys to speedrun this. You can make videos on this, or pretty much do whatever the hell you want with this parkour course, as long as you don't claim it as your own. That's kind of why I have my name written on the Goober's How Tower sign, just so it doesn't get stolen. Because obviously this video is probably not going to do very well, and someone could easily just steal it and claim it's their own, so yeah, it's a bit unfortunate, but it's the truth. It's what YouTube is, it's for the stolen content. But that doesn't really matter, I'm getting dangerously close to the edge. Anyways, we're nearing the top now, and we're gonna see what's at the top, and it's gonna be very... Anyways, so let's continue. Alright, so up there we can see some pretty dangerous stuff. Right over there. That's the path we're gonna go up. Alright, let's jump down. And we're getting quite fast. This is stage 2. This section is simply called stage 2 sign. Stage 2 sign. I told you I'm not creative for the names. Can I please not fall for just like a second? Another one of these sort of jumps. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot more wraparounds in a second once we reach one of the most tense parts of the entire run, which is just coming up now. It's called Wraparound Tower. Now this is certainly one of the hardest parts in the entirety of this course. I know it's only stage 2 at 3, but it's still really hard. You'll see what I mean. There's quite a few things coming up. So yeah, quite a few difficult jumps already. And we're barely up it. As you can see, they keep getting one stud thicker each time, so the jumps become a whole lot more precise. Now this one, oh boy, this is going to be pretty hard. I don't know if I'm going to make it. Oh my gosh, yes, I actually managed to make it. I'm actually pretty impressed with that. Wraparound tower is still not done yet. Remember, we can't elevator climb. That's why we've got to be super careful. We're actually not going straight off the edge. Like, this was designed so you would go straight off the edge. I will fix that once I'm done with recording. So when you play this, it'll be slightly different. But either way, okay, we're gonna fall there because I don't want to pinch climb and cheat. Oh, I don't want to miss that one. Also won't make that jump. There we go. Wraparound tower still on, by the way. This is what we gotta do. This is kind of why pinch climb's disabled, because you could just do that, but it's one of the main reasons why this tower is, well, hell. And it's Goobers. Oh, we're getting caught on that. It's fine. Pretty sure there's only one more of these. Yeah. Don't fall for that. You can go up here, and you'll see why you shouldn't have gone for that one, because there's ice, it leads straight off the edge. So don't. So you may have noticed it just cut. That's because my headset died, and also it was quite late anyways, so I decided to just charge it overnight, but now we're back here, so let's continue. Okay, going up here. The ice road. That's the skip over there. It's a bit more obvious this time. This is the ice road. Now, I don't think we're fast enough, so I'm just gonna drop off here. If you're watching this video, you know that I was there. And this one, even though I'm not fast enough, you have to be fast enough to cross this gap and to go up these in. Now, got to push off the edge here, off there, and hopefully not fall. Please, please, please. Oh my gosh, yes. Now this part's a little bit tricky, so we gotta go up to these. And yeah, there's a couple of jumps we gotta do, like that. Yeah, there we go. That's those done. Those two are the hardest jumps of this part. This is upside down climbing, but the ice road is still not over. Now we... Right, I forgot I changed it. That's my bad, I forgot, I gotta fix that. Fixed! Now let's get back to it. Alright, and now we just gotta swing over, grab onto that. Originally you were supposed to grab onto this, but then something weird with the hitboxes changed. There was like a tiny little gap there where you could grab it, but nope, not anymore. Just step before placing it all down. Yeah, so this is simple. Yeah, we're still on the ice road, by the way. We're just gonna glide along here till we reach Ascension Tension. So, yeah, this is gonna be pretty hard, because if we fall, it's onto that. So better hope we can do this right. Nope, nope, I can't do it, I'm pushing off. Yeah, so you still have a little bit of a chance to save yourself, if you do fall. So, luckily for that. Now we're gonna go for it. Nope, it's buggy as hell. Okay, I might have to rework this, though. It's like... I keep falling through it. Okay, no, maybe not. Just gotta hope that we're doing this right. Yes! Oh my gosh, we did it. Holy. Wow. Here we go. I think I know what comes next. We're closing in on the end. See that down there? Nope. Here we are. Stage 3. But first, to reach stage 3, we have to pass the sign. The sign says stage 3, like it always does, but something's a bit wrong here. This is quite a difficult jump. No! No! Yeah, it's quite a difficult jump. Let me end the... Why is it not... As I said, quite a difficult jump. So, I guess that's my point proven. This is possible, though. I did test it. You just gotta... Nope! Nope! Alright, please. Yes, there we go. Okay. Alright, this is the A, if you can tell. It's very simple, really. Just gotta do some nice little wall jumps. This... Nice. Not too awfully. The G is completely normal. I wouldn't say the same about the E. It's just, quite a large E, really. Because all these jumps are very precise. This part's fine, though. Alright, Now we got 1 stud wall jumps. Well, half stud wall jumps is the name. Which, believe it or not, is half wall jumps. It's tricky. See if I can do it. Especially with this lag. So yeah, it's quite tough. This is quite an intense part, really. Nearly there. Come on. Stay focused. We're not nearly there, actually. We're really not nearly there. Okay, no, now we're nearly there. Holy! Yeah, it's quite tense. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, this is annoying. Here we got ice bounce back. This part is hell. Nope, and I failed. Well, oh wow, you know what, this is quite a nice place to land actually. I want to see videos on people completing this challenge. What I messed up there is that you're supposed to go over here and then skate over here so that you don't get much knockback. And then, pretty much you're in control. Mostly. Except if you fail miserably, it's really hard actually. I failed that like 10 times in a row now, and it's just supposed to be a demonstration. So what I've done is I have brung it down. It will not be like this in the normal level, but I just want to prove that it is possible, because it's really annoying to get back up there each time. And since it's just supposed to be a showcase, I don't really see a point in having to go up there every single time to get there. So I'm just going to prove it's possible, and then I'm going to do the rest of it, and then we're just going to bring it back up. Okay? Okay. Right. Here we go. The name makes sense now, doesn't it? And since you can wall surf to like bring yourself towards the wall, yeah, it's actually quite possible. No! That was close. Damn it! Come on. No! Unless I suck. Oh my god! You see why it's called Hell Tower now? Do you? That was so clutch. Oh, that wasn't. Oh my god! No! That was the last one! Oh no! Okay, I've got a strategy. I've got a strategy. I just need to use it. One more time. Yes! Yes! Oh my god! This is the long road. Alright. Just a reminder that that part is at the end of a ton of different obstacles. Or you have to do that at the second to last. That's the second to last thing in this whole entire parkour course. So imagine going all the way there just to fail there. Okay, we're ascending the long road. The end of it all. You have gone so far and high to reach the end. Good luck. It was supposed to say your final challenge, but I ran out of blocks, evidenced by there's nothing coming out of any of the conveyors, and half the blocks are missing. This is it. See that at the end? That's it. The very end. The ice staircase. This is an interesting challenge. Just watch me. You have to hold on to that, push ahead like that. It's so hard. And especially at the end here, we have to... Oh, imagine falling there, like, legitimately. That would be so painful. The ice staircase was part of my experimental things. And oh my gosh, it was such a difficult challenge. But to place it at the very end is evil. By the way, you have to move quick with this. If you take too long on one of the blocks, you won't be able to push yourself off. Because, and that's just how ice blocks work. Oh my god. I genuinely so bad for anyone who tries this challenge because let me tell you, I had quite a rough time so far. It's all my work, all my hard effort. Was it worth it? Of course it was. Now let's beat this stupid thing. 23 hours of building this thing. And oh my god, seriously, if you've gone this far, thank you so much. It means so much to me. It will help me out so much. I could really appreciate a like or a subscribe. Because the amount of hours I spent on this thing, oh my god, I think I deserve it, honestly. I'm not forcing you or anything, but just please, man. I poured my heart and soul into this project. You know what, I've been going on for too long, I'm just going to skip to the successful ice staircase run. Okay, I don't know. Whoa, that was weird. You can go 2 or 1 at a time, it doesn't really matter. With this one, you gotta give it your all. Yes! And that is Hell Tower. This is my cake. Oh, now eat it. Anyways, let's get on to the skips. Whether you skipped straight to this point because you just want to see the skips, well, welcome. Or if you watch the entire run, thank you, please. It supports me so much. And if you skipped over to this skip by skipping to the skips, watch the part where I didn't skip anything, the full run. Okay, let's show you the skips. The first skip is really easy. It serves as an introduction to skips. You just got to go around here and jump up there. Skips a couple of blocks. Very nice. Next skip. Don't want to go through a whole entire maze every time you run? Don't worry, speedrunners, we've got something for you. This skip over here requires you to wall stuff over to this block, and then to do a sort of precise push-up. Just be careful not to drift off the edge. Like that. Now, if we actually pull this off this time, instead of falling, it's not that complicated from that. You just gotta run around here, dodge a bit of ice, up to here. Yeah, that's still there. It didn't move it still. It will be back down once you if you actually play this. It will not be there. It will be up at the very top. Anyways, so don't go down there and use the fan. You will be blown straight off the edge. You need to go here and catch yourself on that block. And then you just got to jump up here. And there you go. Now you're all the way over here at the very end of the maze. There's one major skip per stage. And our next one is up here in stage 2. You probably saw it before. Yeah, skips the entirety of Ice Road, Upside Down Climbing, and Ice Road 2. This is technically still part of Wraparound Tower, so you just gotta do 5 or 6 wraparounds, I think it was. It's not too awfully difficult. Honestly, I think this might be... I'm pretty sure this is harder than doing actual Ice Road. But I don't know, that's for you to decide whether you skip or do the normal route. And you can see, getting up to here lets you skip right at the beginning of Ascension Tension. Very nice. Our next skip is very shortly after, just about near stage 3. Just at the start of stage 3, of course. It's a bit sneaky. Simply enough, instead of jumping up there, it's a pretty minor skip, but it's quite a hard jump, so you can just do that. There's also technically another skip. The skip was unintended, but you can use it if you want. You can just jump straight over here, skip the S, T, and the A, if you don't fit like me, but it is possible, trust me. I'm just bad. And that right there was my 23 hours of hard work. Was it worth it? Hell yeah, I believe so. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.